UM Digos College celebrates 4th International Mobility Day, strengthening global partnerships and cultural exchange. GSTC, EFO, and JOBS mark World Mental Health Day at UM Digos College. Mayor Josie Fortich Cagas highlights commitment to education during Peso Educational Assistance Program. Marcos extends Roy's import ban until year-end. US and China agreed to establish direct military communication channels. LaSalle's Mike Phillips looks forward to playing with Ateneo's kay Manny Ladi in Gilas, Pilipinas. Atisa Manalo joins in bold black and gold for Halloween.
kUMunikasyon News Patrol.
Good day, Philippines. Good day, Digos City. Today is Wednesday, November 5, 2025. I am your news anchor, Andre Calgado. Stay tuned, community, for a 30-minute breakdown of the hottest news. This is kUMunikasyon News Patrol. UM Digos College marked its 4th International Mobility Day with a celebration of global learning and cultural exchange, highlighting inspiring stories from students who experience education beyond borders. For more details, here is our news patroller, Ben Jabez Nicosa.
UM Digos College celebrated its 4th International Mobility Day on October 30th, 2025, emphasizing global collaboration, cultural exchange, and international learning opportunities. The event showcased inspiring stories from both inbound and outbound students, reinforcing the university's dedication to global education. Two inbound exchange students from Kainan University in Taiwan, Ririka Ono and Yuki Suzuki, shared their experiences as part of the AB English program at UM Matina campus. They spoke about the warmth of Filipino hospitality, their adaptation to local culture, and the academic growth that they gained through the program. Meanwhile, Jonalyn Openda and Kit Nico Ramos, recent outbound students who completed their exchange at Universitas Bayangkara Jakarta Raya in Indonesia, reflected on their transformative journeys abroad. They highlighted the importance of intercultural communication, independence, and leadership developed during their stay. Joining them was John Dex Villarico, a UM alumnus who participated in the UBJ exchange program, sharing how the experience broadened his worldview and shaped his professional aspirations. Through these testimonies, UM Digos College reaffirmed its mission to nurture globally competent individuals who are ready to engage in a rapidly interconnected world. The activity also demonstrated the university's growing partnership with international institutions, paving the way for more students' exchanges and collaborative programs in the future. UM Digos College officials expressed their gratitude to partner universities and participants for their contributions to advancing the institution's internationalization goals. The event concluded with a renewed commitment to promoting global understanding, celebrating cultural diversity, and strengthening ties that transcends borders, true to the spirit of a united international education. For kUMunikasyon News Patrol, this is Ben Nicosia reporting.
In celebration of World Mental Health Day 2025, the University of Mindanao Digos College brought together students and advocates for learning, reflection, and connection, emphasizing the importance of mental well-being and access to psychological support during times of crisis. For more information, here's our news patroller, Ben Jabez Nicosia.
The Guidance Services and Testing Center, in collaboration with the Peer Facilitators Organization and the Junior Association of Psychology Students, commemorated World Mental Health Day 2025 as October 28 at UM Digos College. Anchored on the theme Access to Mental Health Services During Catastrophes and Emergencies, the two-part event simultaneous in-person sessions, webinar talks, and interactive booths and games promoting mental health awareness. The activity aimed to emphasize the importance of accessible psychological support during crisis while fostering a culture of empathy and well-being within the campus community. Students from various departments participated in these enrichment sessions led by esteemed facilitators. Senior high school students attended a session on self-awareness and character development conducted by Sherwin P. Putong at the AVR. Meanwhile, second-year college students and internal scholars took part in two sessions, Gawa Tungo sa Katatagan, Strengthening Emotional Well-Being Amid Uncertainty and Emergencies by Ryan Dali Elnar, PhD, and Gawi ng Katatagan, Preparing Minds for Catastrophes and Emergencies by Jelen O. Magunalig, MAED, RGC, held at the college gym. Complementing the discussions were interactive booths that offered wellness tips, motivational notes, and reflection activities. These booths, along with a coffee and a snack corner, created a space for relaxation and connection among students, faculty, and staff. The annual observance underscored UM Digos College continued commitment to promoting mental health advocacy in alignment with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal, SDG number 3, Good Health and Well-Being. For Kumunikasyon News Patrol, this is Ben Nicosia.
Mayor Jose Fortich Kaga reaffirmed his administration's commitment to education as he led the opening of the PESO Educational Assistant Program on November 3, 2025 at the City Gymnasium, inspiring students and parents with his message of self-determination and community service. For more information, here is our news patroller, Benjamin Nicosia.
The City Gymnasium was filled with eager students and proud parents on November 3, 2025 as Mayor Joseph Fortich Cagas formally opened the PESO Educational System program. The event marked another milestone in the city government's long-standing commitment to supporting education and empowering young learners. In his message, Mayor Cagas extended warm greetings to the attendees and expressed deep admiration for the city's official, vice mayor, and member of the 9th City Council, whose continued support has strengthened the city's educational programs. He traced the history of the city's scholarship initiatives, recalling how earlier programs paved the way for what is now fully institutionalized educational assistance program under the Public Employment Service Office, also known as PESO. The mayor proudly shared that the city government scholarship program is now celebrating its 25th year, an enduring symbol of the administration's dedication to education. He announced that the city will allocate 30 million budget for scholarships in 2026 and boldly pledged to increase it to 50 million before completing his term as mayor. Emphasizing the importance of determination and self-belief, Mayor Cagas reminded the students that true success begins with oneself. He encouraged them to use the opportunity provided by the government as a stepping stone toward personal and professional growth. Concluding his speech, Mayor Cagas urged everyone to do good and help our city, underscoring that collective effort and integrity will sustain the city's progress. This event reflected both the administration's commitment to education and its vision of nurturing responsible, community-minded citizens. For Kumunikasyon News Patrol, this is Ben Nicosia reporting.
Up next, Marcos extends rice import ban until year-end. US and China agreed to establish direct military communication channels. LaSalle's Mike Phillips looks forward to playing with Ateneo's kay Manny Lodi in Gilas, Pilipinas. Atisa Manalo joins in bold black and gold for Halloween.
Helps implement student discipline, instill values in the students, and foster camaraderie while preparing the students for competitions. It also encourages students to develop social and interpersonal relationships as well as leadership skills through membership in various campus organizations which are being supervised by faculty and non-faculty advisors. Among these are the college student government and all the accredited academic, religious, civic, and social student organizations. The Office of Student Affairs is responsible for releasing the Good Moral Certificate for employment, PNP requirement, PRC or board exam requirement, scholarship, transfer of school, and other purposes. The Office of Student Affairs is also responsible for giving clearance for replacement of ID for the following reasons: lost ID, burnt out or damaged ID, change of academic program, returning student, and change of status. For more information, you can visit the Office of Student Affairs located at the back of the UMDC Gymnasium.
Pursuing academic aspirations with a financial burden is really hard, but UM Digos College offers a wide range of scholarships that help students like you achieve their academic goals. Whether you are an incoming freshman or a returning student, financial assistance is within reach, and availing these scholarships is easier than you think. All you need to do is visit our student accounting office, where our friendly staff will guide you through the process. The Student Accounting Office is known to ensure correct and complete school fees assessment of students, and also provide timely processing of scholarships and renewal of qualified students. UM Digos College offers scholarships based on academic merit, financial need, talents, dedication, and more. But make sure to meet all the qualifications before applying to ensure immediate approval of the desired scholarship. For more specific details, just visit the Student Accountant Office and discover how you can turn your dreams into reality with a scholarship from UM Digos College.
Attention UM Digos College students, are you feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or in need of someone to talk to? Well, we've got great news for you. Counseling services are now available at the Guidance Services and Testing Center right here on campus. Our experienced counselors are here to provide you with a supportive and confidential space to discuss any personal, emotional, or psychological concerns you may have. Whether you're dealing with stress, anxiety, relationship issues, academic challenges, or anything else, we're here to help. Our counselors use a client-centered approach, working collaboratively with you to establish goals, explore options, and develop a plan for addressing your concerns. Booking a counseling session is easy. Simply visit the GSTC office during our operating hours or give us a call to schedule an appointment. And remember, your privacy and confidentiality are always our top priority. Information shared during counseling sessions is kept strictly confidential. So don't hesitate to reach out if you need support. We're here for you every step of the way. UM Digos College, where your well-being is a priority, book your counseling session today.
The Department of Agriculture has announced that the ban on rice importation will remain in effect until the end of the year. The move aims to stabilize local prices and support Filipino farmers. For more information, here is our news patroller, Mel Filipinas.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has approved an executive order extending the rice import ban for another 2 months, following recommendation from the Department of Agriculture. According to Agriculture Secretary Francisco Tio Laurel, the extension was deemed necessary after observing that the initial suspension helped raise farm gate prices of palay but had minimal impact on retail rice prices and supply. The DA believes that ongoing programs such as Sagip Saka and the establishment of a floor price for palay will further aid local farmers affected by fluctuating market conditions. Laurel assured consumers that the country's rice supply will remain sufficient despite the continued restriction on imports. Based on DA projections, rice inventory by year-end could last between 89 to 92 days depending on consumption rates, a notable improvement compared to the estimated 58 days worth of stock at the close of 2024. The agency also reported that the retail rice prices have stayed largely stable in recent weeks, with well-milled rice averaging 42 pesos per kilo and regular milled rice at around 40 pesos per kilo. Meanwhile, the Economic Development Council is expected to take up proposals to revise rice tariffs in its upcoming meeting as part of broader measures to balance supply, pricing, and farmer welfare. For kUMunikasyon News Patrol, this is Mel Filipinas reporting.
The United States and China are taking a step toward easing tensions as both sides agree to set up direct military communication channels. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the move to aim at promoting peace and stability amid growing security concerns in the Asia-Pacific region. For more details, here is our news patroller, Mel Filipinas.
U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth revealed that he had discussed the establishment of military-to-military communication line with his Chinese counterpart, Admiral Dong Jun, during a regional security meeting held over the weekend. The initiative, he said, is meant to foster transparency and reduce the risk of misunderstanding between the two major powers. Hegseth's announcement came shortly after he urged Southeast Asian nations to strengthen their maritime defenses and remain steadfast amid China's increasingly assertive actions in the South China Sea. Speaking before defense ministers from the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, Hegseth reiterated Washington's position that Beijing's expansive territorial and maritime claims violate its commitment to resolve dispute peacefully. He warned against any attempts by China to dominate regional waters and called on ASEAN members to stand firm in protecting their sovereignty. The U.S. Defense Chief also criticized China's recent declaration naming the Scarborough Shoal seized from the Philippines in 2012 as a nature reserve, describing it as another effort that legitimizes its territorial claims at the expense of its neighbors. To prevent further escalation, Hegseth proposed the creation of rapid response mechanism and a shared maritime monitoring system among regional allies. He emphasized that any ASEAN member facing aggression or provocation would not stand alone, highlighting the importance of collective maritime security. Hegseth also welcomed ongoing preparation for the upcoming ASEAN-US maritime exercise in December, which he said would strengthen coordination and help safeguard freedom of navigation in the region. For kUMunikasyon News Patrol, this is Mel Filipinas reporting.
De La Salle University's Mike Phillips is set for another tour of duty with Gilas Pilipinas after being named to coach Norman Black's lineup for the 2025 Southeast Asian Games in December. For more information, here is our news patroller, Mel Filipinas.
Will be a familiar stage for Mike Phillips, who previously represented the country in the 2023 SEA Games in Cambodia, helping Philippines reclaim the gold medal after finishing second in Hanoi in 2022. As preparation for the regional tournaments begin, Phillips has expressed enthusiasm about joining forces with Ateneo standout Kaimani Lade. De La Salle forward said Lade's inclusion in the pool immediately caught his attention, adding that competing alongside top collegiate players fuels his drive to perform even better for the national squad. Phillips is also eager to reunite with naturalized player Justin Brownlee, whom he greatly respects for his leadership and professionalism. He shared that working with seasoned athletes like Brownlee and the rest of the team motivates him to elevate his own game. Rounding out the Gilas lineup are Ray Parks, Matthew Wright, Jason Brickman, Remy Martin, VJ Pre, Thirdy Rabena, Dave Eldiponso, Angie Kwame, and Brandon Ganuelas Rosser, all ready to represent the country under Coach Norman Black's guidance. For kUMunikasyon News Patrol, this is Mel Filipinas reporting.
Turn heads this Halloween as she showcased a glimpse of the power she said to bring to the Miss Universe 2025. Here's the report. Atisa Manalo made a striking sartorial statement this Halloween by sharing a photoshoot featuring a sleek black one-piece complemented by gold and accessories and heels, captured by her own photographer BJ Pascual. According to her post on her official social media page, she captioned the set with a playful boo and followed up with the comments with Happy Halloween, blending festive fun with high glamour flair. The glamorous look signals more than just a seasonal celebration. However, as Manalo gears up for the global stage of the Miss Universe 2025 pageant, she is now preparing intensively for the November 21 coronation event in Bangkok, Thailand. Her preparation already includes high-profile styling collaborations. Her national costume is designed by acclaimed Philippine designer Mak Tumang, while her evening gown is handled by designer Val Taguba. Beyond wardrobe, the Halloween pose underscores a strategic build-up of her personal brand, projecting confidence, sophistication, and preparedness to compete at an elite level, as she transitions from national title holder to international contender. Manalo's visual social media presence and stylistic choice reflect the heightened stakes of the Miss Universe journey. With the countdown underway, the world will now be watching how she leverages each moment from fashion statement to advocacy platforms as a part of her campaign for the crown. And that concludes the news we're covering for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our social media pages so you'll stay updated on the events at UM Digos College. and for fair and independent news delivery. I am Andre Galgado. Good day.